I wasn't intending on doing this video. I really wasn't. I wasn't intending on. It's just random. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I wasn't intending on doing a video, but it ended up happening. Yeah, it just ended up happening, bro. I think. Oh, I forgot to take the title out of that. But you know what? Yeah, since I put that in there and I didn't, I thought I had took it out, but it may obviously it's a reason why it's still in there. But since it's happened, I'm just gonna go ahead on and talk about this here, and I just go ahead and post this to YouTube. Um, the woman that challenged Brother Brian, and Brother Brian was saying, "I think you was a girly girl," and she said that she was a girly girl, and she said, "Define girly girl." And Brother Brian said, "Which mean what I mean by that, you will choose a woman over a man." And she said, boldly said yes. So when she turned around and said, made that statement on Pop the Balloon or Find Love, and said she had told Brother Brian that yes, she will choose a woman, and then the other woman, when you remember when Brother Brian said, I think, no, he said, I don't, in my honest opinion, I don't think you here looking for love. Well, when that girl said that you have lack of confidence because you get defensive every time people mention height. No, he wasn't defensive. He wasn't getting defensive. Just because he was speaking in a certain tone, he was basically, just because of her, he was being judged when y'all was sitting up there doing that, judging me. And if a person have a problem with height and they challenge you on that, that doesn't mean that they're insecure, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't mean that that person was insecure. So when she said that she would choose, when she because she claimed, now even though she didn't say directly, yeah, I'm saying something about height, the height is the issue, but she didn't say it. She said the reason I had my balloon unpopped because I wanted to give you a chance, but now everything is being confirmed, which means she used the not balloon unpopped is to manipulate it. But at the same time, she said, yes, I would choose a woman over a man. When Brian asked her, would you choose a quote unquote woman over a man? She said, yes. So basically, they really confirmed Brian being right about what he was saying about the women's on the Pop the Balloon show. Because if you're trying to prove him wrong, you would say, hell no, I wouldn't choose no woman over no man, because I'm a woman myself. What the fuck would I look like trying to choose something that has the same thing as what I got? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But she said, yes, I would choose a woman over a man. So that she really was directly confirming that I'm not here really looking for love, because if I have to, I would choose a woman over a man. So, Brother Brian, they really confirmed you was right about what you were saying. The video is entitled, I think, on Pop the Balloon, Women Be Doing Too Much. I think on Pop the Balloon, Women Be Doing Too Much. That is the title of the video. And in this video, I'm upholding Brother Brian. because he's from the same hometown as me. Not only because he's from the same hometown as me, but he got a point, in my honest opinion, because the other woman, he said, love, I don't think you're looking for love. I think y'all just a cop out. I think it's just a misunderstanding. And I believe what he's saying. He is right. I think in my honest opinion, Brother Brian is telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was saying sometimes some of them just I feel like all of them, like they say, is just sitting there just repeating each other. You see what I'm saying? And don't worry about the next, what the other woman is saying. I guess Brother Brian was saying, what he was trying to say is, you can't believe everything you hear. Hear it from me before you hear it from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? But when you told Brother Brian that you would choose a woman over a man, you basically confirmed that you just as guilty as the other women mentioned height. Let me say that again. When you told Brother Brian that yes, I would, because you know what I would have said? I believe I would have remembered that if I'd have been in a debate, because sometimes when you're in a debate, it's kind of hard to cipher, put certain words in context right away. But I believe I can do it because I had the challenge one time when them people came here and I had called up the doctors and stuff for my mother. They didn't want me to ride in the back of the fucking ambulance. And you wonder why your family has certain conditions. It's not the video, but I do another video on that, on how these unjust people don't want you to ride in the back of a whatever fucking rule they got. But anyway, when she said she would choose a woman over a man, I'm just reiterating what she told Brother Brian, which means she confirmed Brother Brian is to be right. He's outspoken. We from the same hometown, so we don't play down here in New Orleans. In New Orleans, where I'm from, originally from, and my family down here in the South, especially down here in the South, we don't play. We just take over here. We just tell you like it is. We don't hold back nothing. We don't give a damn how you feel. I know I don't. That's the way we are. We ain't nothing nice. I'm telling you. But they taking Brother Brian as being somebody as disrespectful, but he wasn't. I would say no, he wasn't being disrespectful. But when she said that and made the statement and said what she said about, oh, I choose a woman, that means she's showing, she basically said, I'm guilty of speaking on your height as all other women. I'm just going about it in a sneaky way. Because she claimed, she said, I didn't speak on your height, which is the reason why I had my balloon up. But at the same time, you said you chose a woman over a man if you had to. And then you sat up and you talked about spirituality. So how you gonna ask a person how strong is your belief in God will determine whether I would be with you or not. But you just sat up here and said you'll choose a woman over a man. Make that make sense. I would challenge her on that, me. Because she really need to explain that. She really needs to explain that shit. Because that's why I say, man, the so-called white man done put a bunch of shit in our head and have us believing that the same sex is all right. When the Bible slowly speaks against homosexuality. In America here, you can be a homosexual. You can. In America, you can be a homosexual. According to Esau, the so-called white man, you can be a homosexual here. That's how they got it. But our law and custom, being following the custom, keeping the 613 commandments, the God of the Hebrew, we don't subscribe to that. That's not our culture. But in a culture, America, in the ways of America, they will keep you in sin. Bible ain't tell you to marry. That's against nature. The so-called white man is against nature. White woman and child, they're against nature. That's why they have dogs in their damn house all the time. I like dogs, not that damn much. To the point to where you have them in your house. Mm-mm. But anyway, you really expose yourself when you said you asked this man you said, how is your, what can you work on, and what is your relationship with God? And when he didn't answer the question like you want, you simply pop your balloon. But you sat up here and told Brother Brian what you told him about you would choose a woman over a man. So how you gonna be for God and choose a woman over a man, which is a lesbian, which is God killed people for that. So that means what that means is you is a walking goddamn contradiction. That's what it is. And Brother Brian was really right. He was right. That brother pick up on people's spirits, but everybody's sitting up thinking that he was wrong. No, he wasn't wrong. How you going? That's like me sitting up here saying, I believe in God. And that's a big thing for me. If you don't believe in God, if you're not a servant of God, that's a big thing for me. And if you can't explain and give me the answer I want, then I can't date you. Then somebody else come along, somebody make me mad, piss me off. Let's just say somebody pissed me off. I'm gonna choose I'm gonna choose to be go against contrary to God's will and be a homosexual and all that kind of stuff. Would that not be hypocritical? Yes, it would be. Because you'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Was he just speaking on a situation speaking against homosexuality? But not in another sense, he's saying that he would choose another man over a woman. But you saying that you got a strong relationship with God, you would say I'm a hypocrite. So really, that's hypocritical what she done to Brother Brian on the show. When she says she didn't speak, although she didn't come out directly and say, no, I didn't speak on height, which is the reason why I had my balloon. She tried to manipulate the situation. That's why I had my balloon unpopped, because I wanted to give you a chance. If you was trying to give him a chance, you would have never said you would choose a woman over a man. You still would have said, well, you know what? In spite of it all, I'm still willing to keep my balloon unpopped and leave out of here with you. I hope other people was paying that some attention. As a matter of fact, let's go there and let's analyze that. I usually don't do this. Let's go. Oh, I'm already over here. Let's go to
David H. Akira 29. Shinobi.
I think he was wrong with that.
Finger blue. So like the other lady said, I have seen you on previous episodes, and
I did find it a little distasteful, but I've never met you in person. I wanted to give you a chance. That's why I had it unpopped. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw in the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which
Wait a minute. Just because he spoke in an aggressive manner when they mentioned height, that doesn't mean that he's insecure. Listen to this.
is not indicative of confidence. And so
No,
for me,
that doesn't mean I don't have confidence because I'm literally uh reacting like this because they speaking on my height, because my height has nothing to do with I do understand that everybody have a preference or whatever. Now, which means that's why I named the video. I think on Pop the Balloon, women be doing too much. That's my honest opinion. I really think they be doing too much. I said this about a year ago when I first started watching it. The women on the show.
just I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out, and then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But I think he was wrong with that. The fixation height that y'all women have.
don't say y'all. I never spoke on your height.
I just spoke on the height. No.
Okay, now here's where she finna manipulate this shit.
Oh, I never spoke on your height. I never
Okay.
spoke on your height.
You didn't come out and you didn't say nothing about it. You didn't say, don't I give you that. You didn't say nothing about the height. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play a clip of her talking about asking the other man, what is your relationship with God? And acting like she's so into God, but you popped on him because he couldn't give you a valid answer in a professional way, the way that you want it. And I did a video earlier today talking about on the channel that just because a person doesn't know how to answer a certain question in the way that you want, that does not disqualify them from being a leader as a man. Let's keep going.
I said what you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I have my balloon unpopped. But you got I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her, and I didn't appreciate that. And I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real life.
That's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you a girl's girl?
Define girl's girl.
Are you a girl's girl?
Define
exactly what that means.
No, define girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl.
Define girl's girl.
That kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that means.
Yes.
You would? Okay.
So when you said yes, that you would choose a woman over a man, what you just really confirmed, you really contradicted yourself. Brother Brian was right about you. You would choose a woman. So in other words, in so many words, yes, you just as guilty speaking on his height. You didn't come out directly and say it, but when you say you choose a woman over a man, when you supposed to say you believe in God, then of course you just confirmed Brother Brian being right, but you're trying to say you're wrong. Do anybody see any oddness in that?
Okay. Let's move on.
All right, now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fast forward to a video. Hold on. Here we go.
It's possible.
Nah, I like when he barks. That's my Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
But I like to. I don't hoop as much as I used to, but I am an avid NBA college watcher. Again, Celtics in 6.
Okay, nice. Thank you. And over here, did you end up popping your balloon?
She seemed like a beautiful woman.
Hold
Clear
on.
skin. Yeah.
Thank you.
The dress. I love the heels.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful smile.
Aesthetic, I guess, something
I just bought.
My name is Annalicious and I work for Dynasty.
I've been going to church. I'm building my relationship with. I've been going to church for the last.
Okay. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I was just waiting for this spark of joy to hit me and I'll just smile bright cheek to cheek and it's just not hidden.
I'm
But
smiling cheek to cheek. That's
Yeah,
all,
I
that's all.
see it. Black men.
Yeah.
Black men are not allowed to be emotional, and black men are not allowed to feel, and especially just in our society. So I'm super. That's what gets me up every day to be a therapist. I want to rewrite that rhetoric. I want to create a space where black people, specifically black men, can feel, can heal, and that type of thing. So
I like
I'm
that.
super.
But you contradicting yourself. But if you saying all of this here, then why you didn't give Brother Brian a chance then? You want to feel what black men can feel. It's something you saying.
I like you. I can tell you're artsy, like just by your outfit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hold on.
And as Alicia,
What makes me get up there? I'm super passionate.
all the dance moves. I was like, nah. I
Are
want
you
to.
are you quads or? Okay.
So he's trying.
Emotional, and black men.
To go because me and my friend we go on a regular.
See, you're home and pals with me. I like to model, to be outside. I just
Okay.
like to get up and do that.
Okay. Jordan 27. I'm a therapist and I
Okay.
also own a hair care business. I actually don't mind hair. I think I could elevate your hair. But
We like elevation.
what makes me get up there? I'm super passionate.
And the pads on, though. I'm not the best yet. I just got it on my birthday, y'all.
I'm trying to get it to the part. Now she was saying, okay, we
I was like, nah.
Are you quads or blades? Okay.
Blades are cool too. You can go really fast. But
Yeah. Okay. Like
quads
little
are
speed.
cuter. I don't know. It's like
Okay.
a aesthetic, I guess, something a
I
little bit.
just bought some skates probably like 3 weeks ago because me and my friend we go on a regular.
See, you're home and pals with me.
Two-part. What makes you?
it's not the all be all. You can
Yeah.
like always go work hard, fix that, and there's so many other.
No, okay.
You know what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, you feel
No. You go. You ask the question. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want you to tell me 2 things about you that are negative or things that you could work on, and then 2 of your best attributes. And then I don't want you to think within the realms of a relationship in general, just
Okay.
about you.
So you said 2 that make. Say the first one.
Two that you can work on,
Okay.
negative,
Okay.
and then 2 that you would say are your best attributes as a person, not a boyfriend or anything like
Yeah.
that.
One good attribute about me is that I love smiling. I love to be happy. I love life. I love to see people come together. I love to bring people together if I can. I'm very creative. I'm ambitious. And then you said 2 negative things or that I can work at.
Yes.
I think that there's always room for growth. I don't think there's ever a point in time that you should be stagnant. And right now I'm in a place where I'm very motivated. So I would say probably I could use my words better, being able to express how I feel a little more, which I think that's something that I'm working on. And then
the last part.
let me see. Continue being ambitious. I think I can continue.
Okay. What's your relationship with God?
I've
Okay.
been going to church.
Now she asking this man, what is his relationship with God? But remember earlier ago, she said she would told Brother Brian she'll choose a woman over a man. First of all, if you saying you choose a woman, you're a woman yourself over a man and to be a lesbian or whatever. What is you doing asking this man here? What is your relationship with God? That shouldn't even come up because you just expose yourself as being a hypocrite. Yeah, hold on.
I'm building my relationship with God. I've been going to church for the last 4 weekends. My sister has brought me out. I've been building more relationship with my sister. I'm enjoying it. That's a positivity in my life that I need. You know, I'm always continuously looking for positivity. And the last 4 weeks, like I said, I've been going to church and that's been giving me that on top of, my ambitions of just enjoying life. But yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
What's your relationship with God?
I'm Christian.
Okay.
I grew up in the church. My mom was a very, very religious woman.
Okay.
When I moved out of my parents' house, I became a non-believer. I didn't believe in God for a long period of my life. I want to say about 5 years ago, I found God again, and I've been very serious about my journey with Him ever since.
Okay.
So I do read my Bible. I pray. I have a lot of growth to do as a Christian. I'm not a perfect Christian, but
Okay.
I am in
As
a
a
space.
as a person.
Say it again.
As a person, a lot of growth as a person.
As a Christian.
Okay.
I have a lot of growth as a Christian.
Okay.
And so I'm not perfect, but I am in a space where I'm very intentional about that relationship now.
I like that.
So I am gonna pop.
Okay.
Why I popped? Okay, so one reason I wanted to hear you out, but when I asked two negative attributes about you, you did say one. You said how you don't communicate the best, but the second one wasn't really. I'm really big on people being able to self-analyze and being self-aware, and your second one was kind of not really a negative attribute. And
But you got to realize that's just on a show like that. Sometimes you can't just remember everything. It's just sometimes certain things is when you come on a show like that and it's a real big, like this is gonna really it's gonna go. This video is probably already viral. It's like 2 million views on the video. So it's gonna go viral. So that doesn't disqualify the man from being a leader because he couldn't answer that first question. And then on top of that, you told Brother Brian that you would choose a woman over a man. So which one is it? You're very big on that. And I'm going to have to pop.
And it's kind of a deal breaker for me if you don't really know the things that you need to actively work on.
Okay.
When you don't know, I partially disagree with that. Just because you don't know and you don't have all the answers to everything, just like me, I read the Bible. I read and I understand. I do have I'm kind, not all the way, but I'm kind of well versed in like going to context and proving things. I'm pretty well versed in that area. A little bit. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm not boasting or nothing like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna have it doesn't disqualify me from being a leader. You see what I'm saying? It does not disqualify me from being a leader. And I said this earlier because I'm in a situation now to where you can just look at my life. I record my life with my mother here at home and all of that. And I love doing that. So I couldn't even, like I said, I couldn't even read. I couldn't even write. I was born out. They damaged my brain, my mother said, during the hospital. They clamped my head too hard. And it put me in a position to where I was put in a special class because I was a slow learner. And I was getting things, but I was getting it slow. It wasn't like the average regular student, how they can speak fast and they can comprehend quicker and things of that nature because I can get it, but it took a whole lot longer for me to get it. But I couldn't read. I learned how to read and things like that and understand by getting my family members just to put stuff on tape for me. This was before the internet and all that type of stuff. They had the tape recorders and they would record themselves reading, and I would sit there for hours and hours and just listen to the reading and listen to all of the reading. And I would sit there for hours and just listen to it and follow along with it for hours and hours. I was practicing reading all the time. You know what I'm saying? Years ago. So that's what helped me a lot. But the point I'm making is, it's a lot of things I'm not qualified to, like being a goddamn nurse, which I wouldn't want to be no damn nurse. No, I wouldn't want to be that. Hell no. I don't want to be in none of that because I see how they do. our black people in that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not qualified for that, but guess what? I still took the chance to take care of my mother. You see what I'm saying? I still did it. I didn't care about what type of education I didn't have. The only thing that I care about is my mother being good. That's it. I don't have no education in that area, but the Most High has really blessed me is to be able to have the knowledge enough to do that. All right, now let's keep going on with this video.
But also, I am looking for someone who is a little bit more in depth in the relationship with Jesus, and that's no spite on you at all. I love that you're finding Jesus. I love that. Like, I think you're so blessed for that. But I'm looking for someone who can elevate me in my walk.
Okay.
So.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable that you looking for someone to elevate you in your walk. So that means that what you're really saying, you're not really strong enough right now is the reason why you made the statement to Brother Brian and told him that yeah, you would choose a woman over a man. So you just admitted you're not as strong as you are. But that's probably why you said what you said about I'm looking for somebody that's strong enough to lead me in my walk, which is understandable, you know what I mean? But when you go back and you said that you would choose a woman over a man or whatever, you confirmed that Brother Brian was right. You didn't just come out, like I said earlier, I'm gonna reiterate, you didn't speak on the height. I will say that you didn't speak on the height or whatever, but you did it, and so you just as guilty as the other women speaking on height because you said that you would chose a woman over a man. Because if you're capable of saying you would chose a woman over a man, in my honest opinion, I can be wrong, and I'll say it. In my honest opinion, you would choose you just as guilty as speaking on height, even though you didn't say anything. Now I can be wrong now. Somebody let me in the comments say if you say I'm wrong, I'm gonna be like, well, okay then. Well, maybe I got it wrong. But that's just me. That's why I just said I can be 100% wrong, and I don't mind being wrong.
I like skin tone, beautiful smile. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because not.
You're kind of like alone. I like the nose ring. What is?
Did you end up popping your balloon? Just initial attraction. I think you're.
Love the hair. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Appreciate
Beautiful
it.
smile.
So you know what? Let's go back.
Switches like 20. I'm gonna have you. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw in the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which is not.
Look, just because somebody speak, of course it may offend some people. Of course it probably will. You know what I'm saying? I understand that a lot of people have preferences and stuff like this, like I have preferences. But I don't think I'm gonna over preference something. I think, in my honest opinion, I think on Pop the Balloon, like I said, women be doing too much. I just think they be doing too much. And I'm gonna call it a part 2. Women be doing too much. Part 2. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Indicative of confidence, and so for me, I wanted.
Now
to
watch this. Now she asked the other guy about what was his relationship with God, and she couldn't get no solid answer, and she needs somebody to really lead her or whatever. But she telling Brother Brian she would choose a man choose a woman over a man. So that means she just admit her relationship is not strong enough to be endured with a man. And that's probably why she had to say, correct herself in that sense. You know what I'm saying? So if you on the show and you saying this publicly, like, yes, I would choose a woman over a man, that means certain men would look at that and they will not take you serious. They will not take that woman seriously because you just said if you had to, you would chose a woman over a man. So that means you weak. It could be some other stuff going on if you really dive off into that. She could be struggling with that.
Because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out, and then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's definitely a catch.
thank you.
But I think he was wrong with that. The fixation height that y'all women have. It's a
Don't say
problem.
y'all. I never spoke on your
I
height.
just spoke on the height.
Okay, now she said, okay, I give her that. You never spoke on the height, but she finna contradict herself at the same time and prove Brother Brian in so many words. You just as guilty speaking on the height because she finna say something that's gonna confirm it.
No, I never spoke on
Just
your
spoke
height.
on the height.
I never spoke on your height.
Okay, you never did.
What you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped. But you got I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her, and I didn't appreciate that. And I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real
But
life.
that's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you a girl's girl?
Define girls, girl.
Are you a girl's girl? You know
Define
exactly what that means.
No, define girls,
You're
girl.
a girl's girl.
Define
So
girls, girl.
That kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that
Oh
means.
yes.
You would?
So that means she said yes, that means you contradicting yourself then. You just confirmed Brother Brian was right. That you just as guilty as speaking on height, because you said when you said that you got defensive when the other women said this here, it can really confirm what I said. So you really you just as guilty along with the women. With the other women that's speaking on this height. You didn't come out and say, yeah, I'm speaking on your height, or it's about height and stuff like that. But when you say you choose a woman over a man, that means that certain men will listen to that and not take you seriously. Because you're weak. Because you admitted it on the show you're weak. You just admitted it. And you just said, you told Brother Brian that you would choose a man when he said you're a girly girl. And she said, define that. It means you would choose a woman over a man. And she said, yes, I would. So you basically contradicted you really basically exposed yourself. Yeah. That's what you basically did. You basically just exposed yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's go down here. Your name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shaylin and I'm 30.
Shaylin, what do you do?
I'm a nursing student.
Okay. I think that's enough of that. Y'all pretty much get the point of what I was trying to bring out. When she said, y'all heard it in the video. If you go back, just go. It's episode 55, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Episode 55. Pop the Balloon or Find Love, episode 55. Just go watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about. And just watch it for yourself. If y'all want me to put the link to the video in the description box, let me know. I'll put it in there. Say put the link. Or if you can't find it, let me know. And I'll matter of fact, I might put it in there myself. I'll probably put it in there myself. I'll just go ahead and just put the link down below. As soon as I upload this video, I'll just put the link to this video in the description box. Matter of fact, I'll get a copy of it right now, and I'll copy the video. Yeah, I just copied it. So what I'll do, as soon as I post this video, I'll just go ahead on and when I download it, I put it on my YouTube channel. All right, I'll see y'all later. I think on Pop the Balloon, Women Be Doing Too Much, Part 2. That's the video title.